All right, hold up. All right, how we doing in the chat? How we doing? How we doing? Let me get this set up. Just let me be, I'll probably start off like with a little bit of 82-0. So let me see if I can get that up in. Starters this year, we got honestly, we're going to NBA. We got the Philadelphia Sixers in the Eastern Conference. Then we got the Heat, Boston looking a little bit late. Respin real quick. Devin Booker in the 2010s was not doing what I thought he was doing, but you ain't gonna find another 2 guard probably. Oh, what? $30 at the point guard spot is nasty. I got to. Already know. Small forward, he ain't rebounding though. George ain't rebounding though. That's the only thing I don't like about George Gervie. He not really doing much of that. So overall, I think Philly comes out of this year. Obviously, Braun fans, so we're supporting Philly right now. We just got a lot of weapons on the team. VJ coming into the second year, Jaylen Brown off of that MVP season. I just think they have a lot more versatility than like a New York Knicks team. They're definitely going to be smaller in the paint as well. Like I don't know about Drummond and Karl Anthony Towns is like your backcourt, or like your front court. That's not what I would want to see. This is not gonna be. Yeah, I would say this ain't gonna be the, what is it called, 82-0 I'm looking for. Ain't nobody replay the team. I should have done error. I should have done the year. Why did I do error? Why didn't I do that? Could have had Curry, but I chose Bob instead. Tim Duncan in the 2010s was only averaging 14 and 10. Not like him, Tim. Alright, let me run through this. Let's see. Yeah, I thought I was gonna get a quick one. I was just gonna try to see how fast it was gonna take. No. Wait, did I? I'm just not clicking the right thing. Alright, there we go. Which one did I have up here, Chad? I had the right one up here before. Now I gotta look for it again. We were gonna do the correct and proper Dragon Ball rankings for arcs, but let me find the right one. Is it definitely not this one? Also, drop down below what you think is the best Dragon Ball arc in your opinion. Oh no, this is just fights. Yeah, this is just all fights. No, I'm looking for the. Actually, we could do fights first. Since I think they got a lot of it. Oh, they got a lot of it. Yeah.
Shopping for your next car? What about third row seats?
Yeah, this looks good. They look like they have a lot of it. Okay, chat. Start off. Okay, a lot of this I do not remember, so I'm gonna be honest. Early Dragon Ball, I'm gonna have to be honest with you. Goku versus Yamcha. I forget this bozo name versus Krillin. A lot of early Dragon Ball, a lot of this I don't remember, except if it was like, you know, the last fights that's heavily replayed. I'm not gonna lie, and I did not take time to rewatch a lot of these earlier ones again. I'm gonna be fair. I'm gonna be fair to early Dragon Ball. I'm gonna be fair to early Dragon Ball right now and just say I have not seen a lot of these again, so I can't give you a fair judging. But right when we get to the tournament, now I can give you some debates on that. All right, this is where it really gets started. Goku versus, of course, his teacher, now hidden in a mask. Angel though, so it's like right back. Say D tier fight. Early Dragon Ball, a lot of flash, a lot of the high res images or whatever, the hyper images like that. That was early on, but not really into like the pacing of that fight. I would say it was really slow, but it was early when they were like more technique based and it wasn't all about the character's super attack. So Tien Yamcha, Chaozu versus Krillin, and then of course Master Shin versus now that a lot of these fights also, I would say they a lot of Goku's fights, except for the one where he's fighting Demon King Piccolo. This one I do remember a fair bit. This is actually an S tier fight. If I'm gonna just go to the ones I remember, so I'm not fucking chopping up this list and BS. I'm gonna go to the ones I for sure know, that so I can give an honest take about it. Now we all know I think there's a lot of A tier fights, so I'm not gonna be too crazy with this. I think this is a good fight. Like early Goku versus I'm forgetting what Mid Junior or like Baby Piccolo. I forget what they actually call, like, is it just Mini Demon King Piccolo Jr.? Was that his abbreviated title? I'm forgetting what it's, but his fight was definitely, it was good. Raditz, Piccolo, Goku. I'm nothing on this fight. I know it's nostalgic. I'm nothing on this fight. It takes too long and it's one move. The actual boxing in the fight is not, it doesn't take place. Don't tell me it takes place. They are not scrapping like how y'all think they are. Because there is some earlier fights that do it way more than the Raditz one. It's just cool because Raditz is Goku's brother. Now, if y'all know fights, now this has some moments. This was decent. The Cell, like not the Cell Juniors, but the Cybermans versus the I would say the other group, the Z Fighters. That was probably the best like showing of minions against other minions, because they got the dog piss like worked out of them. Not beat, they just got worked. They got worked to the ground. They actually had to fight for, they had to work for everything they did in that like that matchup, and then you had Vegeta and then Nappa in the background chilling. They didn't have to worry about nothing. So it's like, yeah. It was, but it was a short fight. Can't lie, it was definitely a short fight. So you know. I'm gonna put these in their proper respective places so I'm not forgetting. Because a lot of this, I'm not gonna lie, before my fucking time. This is ancient shit, dog. Alright, then we actually have the matchup with Yamcha, not Yamcha, but it's Krillin, Piccolo versus Nappa, and it's also with freaking what's his name, Gohan is supposed to be there. This fight is good because it shows Gohan's character building. Gohan was literally, he wouldn't stop selling the entire fight. He had a moment where he could help out, and Piccolo was like, damn, this nigga would not just like, he would not help out. So I feel it for him. The fight was also good. You had the combo attack, the combo beam that they had. That was if we add Tien and Chiaotzu's moment, because I don't see them, they don't have a separate like fight card here. So if we're adding their moments into here, this is one of Dragon Ball's earlier hits. Yeah, this is. Like, because this fight has so much stakes, because you knew that if they couldn't hold the line until Goku gets there, they were not going to be alive when Goku gets there. And a lot of them weren't. So it's like, bro, they had to put in the work for it. So, hey. And then Goku versus Yamcha is the next fight. Not Goku versus Yamcha. Goku versus Nappa is the next fight. That one, it was saucy. It's a C tier fight. He doesn't do anything but just victimize Nappa. So it's not like I can't, you know, it's not like a fair fight. You know, that one was one-sided. We have Vegeta versus Goku. We don't have to. They start off some of the cleanest hand-to-hand combat in just anime period. Like, if you go back and watch their fights, they really show out for the main villains. And Vegeta, when he was Dragon Ball's main villain, yeah, they showed out for him, because all his attacks, especially him creating the moon to go Great Ape, that little like sweeper attack, they put it in Dragon Ball, but where he clears half of the mountain and Goku has to dodge with Kaioken. It's like a lot of those things you see a lot of anime now trying to replicate a lot of those fast-paced fights, and it starts from early Dragon Ball right here, or Dragon Ball Z, like when they actually pick up with their I'd say pacing. Next fight, we got Vegeta. Now we can put all these, I'd say these four can go in this, it's around the same category. These are Vegeta's fights now. Vegeta versus Kui, it's stylish, it's a nice kill. He doesn't really do much. Against the Doria, hold up. Now against the Doria, I'm not gonna lie, he kills him, but it's like that fight is not really impressive. He blows a hole through his stomach, but it's like there's no edge to that fight, because we barely see a story between Vegeta and Dodoria. I mean, there is one, but there's barely anything highlighted. These two. The first one is actually not that bad. The first one with Zarbon is not that bad. I will say though, I will say I like this fight better. I think I like it like that because his return is just him literally immediately he transforms. Vegeta shows him that it ain't you ain't got the utilities for this, brother, and it was over. So it's not, that wasn't really the fight I'm looking for, if we're gonna be honest. And this was F tier. This was the time stop fight. I'm not really a fan of it. I never really watched it. Like, for like that part of Dragon Ball was like definitely skipping through. I'm like, I'm not gonna lie, when they chopped off his head, I was like, okay, thank God we don't have to deal with him anymore. Raccoon versus Vegeta was a wash. F. Nothing happened. He died. Goku versus Birder and Jace. Now, y'all might not know nothing about Sauce, but Goku's styles on these niggas. Goku just, at one point, he's just standing still. They're hitting the empty space, and he is just, you can see the after image of him standing still. Imagine you're throwing punches at a guy, and he's standing still, and your punches are not connecting. Yep. Now Goku was moving. That was pre Ultra Instinct, but that was when he could have tapped into Ultra Instinct if he knew what he was doing. Goku versus Ginyu. Now if this is Ginyu, or this is just Ginyu versus Goku. Let me see. Do they have? Okay, yes. This is just Goku versus Ginyu, the first variation of it. This is a decent fight. I don't like it. I don't like it more. This was just so stylish, bro. This was just had everything. Aura moment. This was just everything. I do like it better than this because this. Okay, I'm tripping. What am I doing? I'm tripping. I just don't think this fight as a fight itself. Like, there's a lot of ending fights that I think go above this one. Like, if I'm putting Super, I'm not. I'll move this up, but it's only because I'm seeing where I can play something else. But yeah, this one is saucy. This one has a decent bit of a hand-to-hand combat. You have the galactic cannon that Ginyu fires. I think you have a Kamehameha that Goku fires also in this fight. It's pretty decent. Nail versus, yeah, this is ultimate final stand. And for that, I mean, it meant more than Frieza. It meant more than this. For me, it meant more. So yeah, I'm putting it up there. This, to me, I thought was just like one of the most fights ever. Like, regardless of what happened, I was just like, can they please get Goku back in his body? Could care less if Gohan helps or not. Just get the man back. You had one job and you failed terribly. Now I'm looking at Vegeta and Jace. I like the Vegeta and Jace fight. He gets a dope kill from it, the one hand over the face, eviscerated blast. I love it. It's just you're definitely a high B moment. I'm tripping if I'm not saying you're a high B. I'm not that crazy. I'm not that crazy to not put a Vegeta moment up there. Vegeta versus the first form Frieza. Fight was let me see. Now here's the thing. I know for a fact it's not better than this one. I like this variation of their fight is some real shit right here. This is good. They're flying around. Vegeta like, oh no, I gotta be a Super Saiyan, and then him powering up. This one, he's kind of like Frieza's kind of like not even trying, and it's like a brief like scrap they have. They like have a brief scrap. This is F tier. Nah, chat. This is F tier. No, this is F. This is F. It's not a good fight. Now Vegeta, now Piccolo. I'm saying the wrong name. Now Piccolo versus second form Cell. We can work with that. I do like that fight. Him, well, because this is just all looks like this is a lot of second form. Yeah, this is all second form Cell. So I'm taking not second form Cell, second form Frieza. This is all second form Frieza I'm taking. So that means him chasing around Krillin. That's him. What is it called? Him versus Gohan. Not him versus Gohan fully. Gohan just kicks him, but that's still a cool moment in the fight. And him boxing with Piccolo is up here. I like the fight way more than I like the Ginyu Goku. So I'm moving that up. Piccolo takes another W actually, because this fight is with third form Frieza. The beam spam. Y'all don't know nothing about the beam spam now. This fed the Dragon Ball community games too. This is the reason why every Dragon Ball game that has a fast fire beam is broken, and every dev hates it, because whoever animated Frieza to do 30 billion beams in an animation scroll, y'all crazy, bro. And then of course we have the fight that I was talking about earlier. He kills him. He kills Vegeta right after this moment. This might be S tier fight. This might be a good fight because they actually throw hands. Vegeta thinks he's gonna win. There is a little bit of, I would say, a little bit of run around, but that's more so Frieza just trying to dodge, trying to look clean in it. I don't have any problems with that fight. Hey, do we have to even comment on what I'm going with these ones? Now, me personally, I think the opening to the Goku and Vegeta, the Goku and Frieza fight. Oh yeah, there isn't enough anime fight startups like that one. And I'll just say right there, JJK don't have a better fight startup than the initial jump to Goku versus Frieza. Bruh, when he turns the corner, the screen goes black, and he just it's the ground breaks, he darts at him. Oh, you already know. You already know the dodging, the telekinesis, the Goku cutting through the mountain. Like, all that's peak Dragon Ball. And that, we're not even mentioning Super Saiyan stuff. This is the Super Saiyan fight right here. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put him at number 1. This is fair. I think this is a fair list so far. We got a fair looking like all Dragon Ball fights list. Hold on, let me. Let me fix the title for chat. Alright. Let me see what we got here on the... Oh, let me... Okay, now next one, we do have Trunks. The boy... Wait. We do got the boy Trunks versus Mecha Frieza. I'm not opposed to putting Trunks up there. You see what this fight is a little bit of what we call, this is a catfish fight. Because you think, wait, now hold up, because you think what Trunks is about to do after this is some real shit. Now we're just judging the fight on its own. No hate, I'm not gonna hate. It's an A tier fight. He catches the sun that Frieza throws at him, slices up the soldiers, absolutely puts Frieza's father in his place after all that weird shit that he was doing earlier. But it's what Trunks does later. We're fast tracking. We're going through. We got Android 19 versus Goku. This is not a bad fight. This is where Goku takes an L, kind of. This is where Goku. it's not a bad fight, but Goku, you got to do better than this. I know heart problems, but Android 19 taking the win on this one was kind of nasty work as a young kid. Vegeta saving the day though versus Android 19. Or yeah, look, hold on, wait. Yeah, this was a peak Vegeta moment. Him transforming into a Super Saiyan for the first time after us thinking that Goku and Trunks was our savior. It was refreshing getting Vegeta. Now. We do got a Piccolo W, a rare Piccolo W. Actually, no. This arc is where Piccolo does some of his best work. I think if we look back at it, this was Piccolo's, I'll say, like, this is like that 09 Barcelona season. This would be like that for Piccolo right here. He was orchestrating it all. He was the left winger, the right winger. He was a central man. He was a striker. He was doing it all for this team. Hey, now where I put the fight though, him versus Android 20 or Mr. Gero himself. The fight was kind of ass. I'm not gonna lie. The nuance of the fight was good because it was him catching up to Gero, them finding all that. But the fight itself, they didn't box. Gero just tried to like hide, run away, hide again, and then try to do some full Nelson, and then Piccolo breaks out of it and almost kills him in one hit. So it's like, this is Zarbon and Vegeta level fights, but the nuance of the fight is actually good because you get to see so much of the story afterwards. You get to know so much about like Gero, because you find out, yeah, this nigga's actually really crazy, turning himself into an android. Next up, okay. Now, all that shit I was talking about Vegeta. Now, this is a good fight. He does get his arm broken. Now, this is a good fight because he tries his best. But Android 18, she was not playing any games. She put the left boot so far into Vegeta's arms. His hand is doing an actual. He's doing a bicep curl. Like, that is, and it's the other way too. His hand is bent the other way. It's not supposed to look like that. And I know. Wait, at least let me make sure. Where's Trunks at? Because Trunks has a moment up here too. So I'm gonna be putting his ass in it. All right, this fight probably needs. You might be like, whoa, over the Goku and Vegeta fight, over the Goku and Frieza fight. I still think to this day, with just straight hands, the Android 17 and Piccolo fight actually comes down to being like mechanically one of the best fights. They do, like, when you go to like the anime boxing videos that react to it, they do everything in that fight. And then with abilities, they are so creative with Android 17's barriers, Piccolo's minefield grenades, and all of his different gimmicks that he likes to do with like setting up traps with orbs. So like that fight alone, it showed everything that Dragon Ball has to offer when it comes to their techniques, speed, what characters lack in fights in terms of like thinking and processing. Like, because Piccolo, he's a very smart and tactical fighter, but when going against an android who has no stamina draw, like no stamina waste, they're not human at all. They don't need to wait or rest. They can just keep fighting forever and process infinitely. So you have to come up with plans to even draw even with somebody like that. That's why this fight, for them to even do that, yeah. This was a sloppy win. Cell just he ends up taking a quick dub off of Piccolo because Piccolo's already tired. It wasn't really a fight. It was just, it's like one of these. It's a It's a wash to me. These are washes. Hey, big guy with the I want to explode myself. Yeah, I don't know about him. He to me is a little interesting because like, why wouldn't you try that? Like, why didn't you go for Cell immediately instead of going for Goku? Huh. But it's not in this. He doesn't blow up. He realizes he can't, but he does push back him a little bit. This is like an average time waster fight. That's a time waster fight. They added that just to make sure they got a fight in the episode. Now we got Cell versus Super Vegeta. Now we got one of my it ain't all the way there. It ain't all the way there. But it's one of Vegeta's cleaner moments too. He gets the quick dub. It's gonna be followed up by a faster L. He does do something really dumb after this. One of the dumbest things ever. Now we're gonna quickly jump into that because this is a good fight. We have Super Vegeta versus Super Perfect Cell, not Perfect Cell. Perfect Cell, not Super Perfect Cell yet. That's his last form. But when we get to this fight, we get the final flash. Cell rejuvenates the arm. He puts the elbow into Vegeta's back. Like all those scenes was peak Dragon Ball. Trunks versus Cell though, I did like that fight. I think people hated on that fight because they don't like the grade 3 transformation. I like grade 3. I think that grade 3 was cool, or like Trunks's grade 3 was cool because I thought he looked like Broly. Of course, that's like the character design reason, but like I thought he was like a one. Oh, if Cell wants to do this whole power thing, we got Trunks. But of course, Trunks wasn't that. It was not that boy. The fight though, where we put the fight though, the fight itself, like they were boxing. It was actually the tug of war. It wasn't like that. It was not like that. I kind of hyped it up more than it really was. Oh, sorry, Piccolo and 17. You actually got passed up by a real fight. Goku versus Cell in that tournament ring, and also outside that ring before he hands that ring in to Gohan. It just keeps going up. The level of fights just keeps going up. Like that actor image where Goku is like phasing out of the ring, Cell tries to hit him. We could possibly like watch a couple of that. If y'all want to see that, let me know. Like that, some of that is what Dragon Ball is about. That was, and then the Cell using all of Goku's techniques and everybody else's, the after image, the cloning technique, I wouldn't say this is Piccolo's technique, the special beam cannon. I was about to say, what else he did use the solar flare ones too. Next fight we do, I'll probably okay, to keep it fair, I'll probably stop at the we'll do Buu Saga next time. How about that? We'll do Buu Saga next time because oh, they have. Wait, is this is a movie? Wait, hold up. Wait, chat. Wait. Whoa. We might. Yeah, the next time we do this, if we do movies, yeah, we definitely got to do this the next time. Yeah, let me finish out the Android/Cell saga. Let me know if y'all definitely want to see us do the rest of it with the Buu Saga characters and the whatchamacallit, the movies they have. Now let me see, we got Cell Juniors versus the Z gang. Cell Juniors was, they were, it was funny. It was like a gag moment. They all kind of got they work on them, so it was cool. I can't really judge it and say it was like a bad thing. They kind of a lazy fight. Where did I pull the other laziest fights? Right here, yeah. So I say it's kind of consistent. Like they have a lot of like they're not putting effort into the fight. Like that's the only thing that I don't like. Now, Cell versus Gohan. Aha, we already know where that goes. We're talking about now. Where does it go up here? We already know it's an S tier fight. We already know that the fight is actually good. Alrighty. Now, Trunks versus the androids. I think this is just the androids. They don't show 17, so both of them. Woo. But that was for Gohan right there. That's for Gohan. Smoke them out. That's an S tier fight for sure. Is it better than Vegeta's? Yeah. For what it meant, no, I ain't doing that. Nah, I ain't doing that. I ain't going that far. I ain't saying that shit. No. It meant a lot. It meant a lot to the people it meant to, but no, I'm not saying all that. Now this is the Cell versus Trunks where he's in the future. This is the. He throws him in the sky. He dies immediately. I mean, it's not like a fight. Like it's a wash, but it's one of those good ones. One of those good ones. Trunks is known for it. So if we're looking at the early Dragon Ball up to the, I'd say this is the movie. This is right after the Z saga, like the Cell saga. So right after the Cell saga, okay. Best fights. Goku's up here 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Vegeta's up here 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Oh, Vegeta's up here 4 times as well. Hey, we got a tie for the best fight. We got Trunks up here 1, 2. No, we only got Trunks up here once. Gohan up here once. Piccolo and 17 up here once. Frieza up here 1, 2, 3 times. So yeah, I think that settles like how the fight should look too, and how the list should look. You feel me?